First one I'd like to talk about is the bigger project, which is the 2013 capital improvements project for the Blythe Park Elementary School and the Hollywood Elementary School. Just want to let you know that all the owner contractor agreements have been fully executed. All 5 contractors have submitted required bonds and insurance. The contractors have been submitting a steady stream of shop drawings and ordering materials and equipment. We had a pre-construction meeting with all 5 contractors. There were 2 asbestos abatement contractors on May 10th at the district office, which were there. Simpson Construction Company is the general contractor for the project. Will be coordinating and supervising all 5 bid packages. And Simpson Construction Company is finalizing the detailed construction schedule for the project.
Does it GC from both locations?
Correct. And each contractor throughout the meeting, they were well prepared and very confident with the schedule, and very confident in meeting the schedule there. And based upon their prompt submittal of shop drawings as well as their bonds and insurance, and just based upon the information that we received in the pre-construction meeting and the detailed construction schedule, we feel that the project will be met, will be the specified completion date. We can go by project, but or I can just kind of give you the rundown and we can come back as well.
Okay,
okay. The next project that we'll be talking about is the 2013 asbestos abatement work for both Blythe Park and Hollywood schools that are associated with the capital improvement project. The asbestos contractors have signed the owner contractor agreements, and they are awaiting signatures by the school district. But the contractors, both of the asbestos contractors have submitted the required bonds and insurance. Again, just to mention, we had that pre-construction meeting where we had the asbestos abatement contractors with what I'm terming as the restoration contractors, again, to make sure that everything is coordinated and make sure that everything goes off as smoothly as possible. The asbestos contractors are getting ready to submit their notifications to be able to perform the asbestos. I know that the district is preparing the letters of authorization and the letters of notification that the district needs to prepare and sign so that they can still properly deal with it. Before to get the notice to IDPH as well as EPA. And then we're supposed to put those back sometime before the year.
What are those 2 agencies?
The Illinois Department of Public Health and the Illinois Environmental Protection Agency. Next project that I wanted to give a quick overview is the 2013 bleacher replacement. The bleacher contractor has signed the owner contractor agreement, and they are waiting signatures by the school district. Shop drawings have been submitted, and we understand that the bleachers are actually in production as we speak. So that they feel confident that they'll get the bleachers on time and then get that project knocked out in a very expeditious manner.
This is at Hauser?
This is at Hauser for the main gym at Hauser. They're going to be working with the flooring contractor to make sure that nothing prevents the flooring contractor from doing the work.
But it will be done. The floors will be done first.
It's a combination of both. That they need to do basically they need to do the removal of the existing bleachers, so the flooring contractor can do the floor, and then they come back and do the bleachers.
And the bonding and the insurance is all in order.
Correct. Update on the build-out of the Hauser pump-out addition. Bids were received for the build-out of Hauser addition on May 14th. We opened bids. There were 7 contractors that submitted 7 contractors submit bids. At this point, FPG Corporation is the apparent low bidder. That if you look at either the base bid or if you take and add the alternate, they are still the apparent low bidder. FPG Corporation has done work for the school district in the past, probably 4 years ago. They did a life safety project for you, and did well. So we feel good about recommending them for this work. And it's really up to the board to decide that if they want to do the base bid and the alternate, or if they just want to do the base bid work. And the alternate is the creation of a new mezzanine floor, which when we met with the staff, they felt the need for a place to store like costumes and things like that for your drama department, for your plays. So that's what that particular alternate is for.
Could you explain that mezzanine floor? Is that a portion of the larger room?
That would be the portion of the larger room. The room is actually it's an L shape. And currently L shape there, and above one point at the bottom of the L there. It's not where it extends all the way down, but where you just have that little piece that kind of juts out. The mezzanine would actually be above that piece there. So you can still use the space underneath it for instruction, but then there's a ship's ladder that leads you up to a little mezzanine.
So this would be a second floor.
Yes.
Would it be for storage?
It would be just for basically a place where they put costumes and things like that.
You said it would be a ship's ladder that gets you in?
It would be a ship's ladder. It's not a normal stair. That it would be like the 7.5-inch riser, and then the 10 or 11-inch treads. This is a little bit steeper, but again, it's something that's used on a quite frequent basis for like storage areas.
It would be easy to get equipment up and on that mezzanine on a ship's ladder.
Should be.
Meaning it'll be wide enough.
Yes, it'll be wide.
Just for reference, Dave Mason, who's oversees our performing arts, is here tonight, and Kathy and all of the music folks were part of the conversations about that, and they've been more than happy to answer any questions.
Where do we store costumes now? I think that was mentioned.
Yeah, what happened was when the stagecraft room had to be taken down to fit, where we had all of the costumes and props and everything else was destroyed to fit it. And now we have no place. We've been kind of moving it around. If you look where the stagecraft room was, it's just packed, and also in Laura's room, there's a bunch of costumes in there, and we have tons of totes all over the place, and we just don't know where we're going to put them. So we came up with the idea of trying to get it up above so that everybody still has the teaching space, but we can fit all the props, costumes, and we're actually beginning to purchase instead of renting all the time. And we've actually developed enough costumes that we can start to reuse them instead of having to rent them every year. And the other thing is we need additional space, not just for the theater. We just need space for office and so many other things. This could be a multi-purpose kind of a loft, I would think of it as being. There will be no children up there, just adults when we need to get what we need to get. So that was the idea.
That's feasible use, Mark?
Excuse me?
For the way it's proposed, that you could actually have a desk up there, and someone could actually do work up there.
I don't think you said
right
there would be
underneath.
Underneath.
Office, like an
Underneath, we could be doing things like I just saw, like they did a wonderful Apple. They did they're changing the newspaper over into like more of a film thing. So that'd be fantastic, like a little green screen down there. There's a lot of different things you could do down below. But above would be for not just theater storage, it could be multiple storage places. They have shelves and books, etc. We need the space. If you look around, because we've had a lot of classrooms, we have to take storage out of the classrooms. So that helps us with that.
Mark, could you briefly just go over the plan
project now, is there anything that this, how would this, number one, how would this be used? And also, what would need to be addressed from a life safety standpoint to make this usable?
If you want to use it for more than 49 people, you would certainly have to put in some additional features.
Which are?
It would be basically different, you'd have to have some, as soon as you reach the, or as soon as you go over that occupancy of 50, you have to put in the lighted exit signs, which is what we're doing now. The original design that was contemplated for that area basically had a small classroom with a large stage reactor. The small classroom was about 765 square feet, which is well below that occupancy threshold. You need a classroom of about 1,000 square feet to get to that 50 occupancy. But so you would have that. Once you get over 50, you need to have the panic devices on the doors, and those would be addressed now. We know the actual uses, the final uses, where they're taking the entire room. Before it wasn't using the entire room for a classroom or instruction, it was using it for classroom and then for stage crew. So this final design, it will now be designed for the occupancy of about 68 people.
How much would it be if we were just to include the life safety requirements as opposed to the other perks of the design?
I could probably look into that. I think I need to probably go down.
Can you give me just a ballpark estimate of what it would be? Because as I understand, they're using the classroom now for under 49, and we'd have to spend close to $300,000 to make it useful for about 20 kids more. So I'm just, if you could give me a ballpark estimate today, we're not going to hold you to it, as far as how much would be just to implement the life safety measures.
Well, in accordance with West 40, how you're currently using it, there are no so West 40 is going to be a service center, which you'd be able to control.
What if we were to go above and beyond and to do the things that the state fire marshal recommended? And that the things that we're ultimately going to include into this plan?
Probably your 15,000.
Okay. No, again, I'm not holding you to it. Just trying to think out, see if alternatives, in case we don't adopt this today.
If I could just throw this out there, I think one of the things that needs to happen with this space, beyond just the ability to put more kids in that space, is to get functionality out of it, which is sorely lacking from what I observed with my daughter's experience in choir and what I've heard from some other parents. So that's just a reflection on what I've observed as well. Something to consider.
They say lacking functionality being like just the finishing it off.
Yeah, finishing it off, giving it the proper classroom amenities of
Like all the other classrooms.
all the other classrooms, exactly. Proper ceiling, lighting, sound, attenuation, or whatever the technical term is, I think is really important in making that space what it needs to be from my observation.
If we did those, added those functionalities that you described, what would the room be used for?
I'm basing it on my experience of what the uses were this year and some of the concerns I think that I've heard with using it as a space for choir rehearsal. And I'm not sure what all else went on there, but I'd let the administration say what the plan use was.
If you want to know what's being taught in there, is that the question?
Yeah, currently this year.
Yeah.
May I answer?
Yeah.
Please, yes.
Okay. Currently, we have choir in there 3 mornings a week. We have general music classes in there in the afternoon. It is being used as a classroom.
Absolutely. General music.
General music, which is for 6th grade.
Every day.
Every day. Every day. We use it to rehearse for our musical productions after school. Our goal is to have to use it as the dance area next year.
I was wondering about the
Well,
acoustics.
we're also talking about opening it up to the community. It'd be a great space to have meetings. adding those extra students, but if we're using that space continuously, it's not empty during hours during the day, we can do so many different things with it. We can get a lot more use out of it, and anything from dance classes to even showing making it into a small theater, or having a film, or a presentation for the community. So it opens it up a lot.
And right now, without the sound tiles, the sound is just bouncing off the concrete. Without a finished ceiling, the sound is all over the room. We have a vent that is very loud, so absorbing some of the sound with the floor and the ceiling tiles will eliminate that. It needs to be functional to use properly.
Rachel, I visited the space today, and I would say that it's functionally marginal. You know, just from a lighting standpoint, I think the lighting needs some, the ceiling needs to be lowered, the acoustics need to improve. So even if there's going to be 49 students or more, for next year, I think the space needs to be improved for any use.
And what are,
Yes.
And I think ultimately that's the plan.
in phases?
No, I mean, build it, finish it.
The $15,000 rough estimate, what exactly would that include the tiles that,
Just the light
Just
safety.
light safety.
I believe the question was, what would we do to basically life safety type items that we're doing now with the final design? And so it has nothing to do with the finishes. The light that Mr. Blanco had mentioned, the lighting levels that are in there are in compliance with the school codes, but the lighting typically for classroom spaces is a little bit higher.
Mark, I have one more question for you. I did see in the materials that it was mentioned that the bids were substantially higher because of how late in the year we obtained bids. About how much higher would we be, for instance, if we were to wait till January, February next year? What are we talking, 10%, 20% more than we would normally be spending?
And I'll answer kind of in two different ways. If we were able to bid this project this last January, the cost estimate that I had would have covered one. Because that's one of the contractors as they're filling out their project list and filling out their list. So and we'll say kind of case in point is that every project that we're looking at concept 3 has been reviewed. We've been under the estimates there, and we've been able to bring in there, but because of how the project was basically developed, how we designed, again, your staff is busy and trying to get time to meet with them. The project was basically pushed to go out to bid later. I was hoping that the aggressive bidding climate that we've been experiencing most of this year was going to continue, but it's like the contract. So I believe it was about 30% higher. So based upon that, and again, looks like but based upon the bids, you can see that they're tight bids are competitive for this particular time of year. They're competitive for this particular economic conditions. I mean, the situation is that we're looking at fuel prices and everything that have been going up, and everybody's feeling that. And so I think we're kind of seeing now some of the prices are starting to come back there. And as we're going into what I call the summer months, the contractors are basically not having the time to spend to really kind of drill down on these projects. The vendors and suppliers are probably doing the same thing. They're right now in the mode of say that you're probably looking at maybe a 5 to 10% at least increase that we're in January.
Mark, how late would this project have to start, or to be finished, or could it start and be finished by the time school?
It really needs to start right when school comes out. And I'm assuming that there's also some money in there for premium time, for basically premiums to get things delivered in a timely fashion.
Okay, just to be clear, that all the specifications that were bid on include the life safety recommendations, including the signs, the bar, so on and so forth.
Yes.
All good.
Mark, you mentioned in your summary something about the mirrors, the cost of the mirrors. Can you give us what numbers, do you have any idea of what kind of numbers those were relative to the total, the 220,000?
I believe that the mirrors, we had initially thought they were going to come in about 4,000. They came in about 15,000.
They're guaranteed to make you look very flattering. Everybody. Anybody who gazes into them.
And what will happen on those mirrors?
TBD.
Cost? Is there any value to them? Useful value?
They'll go in the superintendent.
Make it look bigger, right?
Little special things.
Are there any other questions?
Mark, could you remind the board the timing of the asbestos abatement? What the board should be expecting to see in North Park and Hollywood? Full scope in terms of timing.
Expect as soon as the students go out, they come in, right?
And that is correct. As soon as all the things are moved out of the school, similar to what we did last year, the asbestos will start. The project, I'll just go by school. Life Park actually has 3 asbestos abatement work zones. And the first zone actually is the area that houses the gymnasium, the auditorium, and the what's currently the cafeteria and your library resource center. Zone 2 is actually the academic classrooms where your school office is. And then Zone 3 is your primary wing. And as far as start dates for Life Park, you have Zone 1 is starting June 14th. Zone 2 is starting June 21st. Zone 3 is starting June 28th. And they will be complete with all asbestos. The completion date for the asbestos abatement for Zone 1 is June 24th. The completion date for Zone 2 is July 1st. And then the last zone, Zone 3, is July 7th for Life Park. As we look at the Hollywood Elementary School, again, because it's a smaller school, it's only 2 zones, work zones, and abatement zones. And the start date is June 14th. And for the first zone, with a completion date of June 21st. And the Zone 2 is June 21st. And the completion date for Zone 2 is June 28th. So,
Can you describe the zones at Hollywood? Because I know there was some work done last summer.
Zone 1 at Hollywood, Zone 1 essentially is what I call kind of like the north half of the building. That's basically the single story, which would have the gym and all June 28th, and again, because of the size of the school, it will be finished up, looks like about 9 days before White Park. But, and again, just to kind of put your mind at ease, actually the asbestos at White Park, the asbestos at Hollywood is nothing like the asbestos that we pulled out of Hauser and Central and Ames School last year. You have with the Hauser, Central, and Ames, not only did you have what I call the original asbestos products, but when the building was remodeled back in probably in the 50s or the 60s, they went and installed some new asbestos products. So you basically have every type of asbestos-containing material, probably known to the commercial world. In addition to the 2x4 laid ceiling tiles, which we do not have in other schools, we just get like further along.
Now, are timelines available for the project?
They are available. The contractor's just finalizing. He's just fine-tuning them, and as soon as we have those, then we can forward those on.
Just as a reference, last year we had double shifts, as you remember, double shifting weekends for asbestos abatement. That same schedule will be in place for White and Hollywood. So in terms of unforeseen conditions, both buildings are newer than the three that we worked on this past summer. And we really did not anticipate any surprises. As you know, we pulled out the asbestos ceiling tile at Hollywood and floor tile in 4 classrooms. 4 classrooms had a ceiling tile. So we pulled that out last summer to get ahead of this summer schedule. So the asbestos abatement, we believe,